Caraval? Weird things have happened. The tension? Before I get into this video, I need to be so frank with you all. I am horrendously sunburnt right now. As you can see, it looks so much worse on camera. Yeah, so this side of my face is kind of fucked. This is your sign to apply sunscreen when you're at a festival all day with no shade and very little sunscreen application areas. If you watched my last video, there was a few clips of it, but I don't really know what else to say except for don't be like me. Put your sunscreen on. Put it on 5 times in a day, actually. Otherwise, you'll look like this. And it's kind of terrifying because the skin is actually, the top of my ear did blister up, but this is like, this skin broke, and so now it's kind of like scabbing up, obviously because the face is a very sensitive area. I know, I did wrong. We did wrong. But I will look horrendous for most of this video, so we'll just continue on with the theme. But in my last video, if you watched it, I mentioned that I recommended the Once Upon a Broken Heart series to a friend, and they are absolutely loving it. They're listening to it by audio. That has made me miss and crave Jax, and I know that what I'm about to say doesn't relate to Jax really at all. It's more other characters of that series, but I really want to read Caraval. Caraval?
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a
bitch! I don't fucking know how to say it, but that is the book that I want to read, that I'm going to pick up. I was looking at The Striker by Anna Huang, but I'm reading 3 different romance books right now. The Mile High series, which I'll get into in a second. I'm listening to that audibly. I finished the second book, and I'm going to the first book because I like ice hockey, and I don't like people who said not to read that book because I'm actually enjoying the first book more than the second book, so I don't know what that's about. I finished Scythe and Sparrow. Sorry, I couldn't say that quickly. Loved it. Literally 5 stars. I was crying in the train on the way to work, but I liked that we were left with a little bit of a cliffhanger. Not a cliffhanger, but a lead in to what we're going to see next, which is really nice because look, I didn't really like Butcher and Blackbird. I have actually liked Leather and Luck and Scythe and Sparrow more. I needed to listen to Butcher and Blackbird audibly to actually read it because physically I couldn't do it. So that was romance, and the Mile High series, that's romance. I'm pretty sure, what did I say to you guys last time? Excuse me. Bollocks Between the Fates, that's romance. I don't know if Clockwork Angel is technically romance, but I know that I'll end up listening audibly to another romance. And not for anything, but they're just so easy to listen to when I'm at work. I can't listen to anything that's very plot heavy or anything really that I need to focus on because I'm trying to focus on work. So I just can't get into the headspace. Anyway, what did I say that I was going to get into talking about? Mile High. That's it. The Right Move is the second book, and I read that first. I think I gave it 2 stars, and if not, then I will give it 2 stars because I'm just not a basketball girly, and the guy was kind of a dick, and not in a tee hee ha ha. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't my cup of tea, and that's okay. The first book though, the first book I'm enjoying a whole lot more. There's not a lot of basketball, wait what? There's not a lot of ice hockey speak like there is in the second book, and I don't know if that's playing a part in my enjoyment levels of the book, but I also like the boy falls first, well, man falls first trope, and that's exactly what this is. Chef's kiss, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that is what's happening. I don't know what else I'm going to read, but I am going to start physically reading Caraval, and let us pray that I like it. Why does my Leonardo da Vinci magnetic bookmark low-key have the exact right color palette for this book? The Last Supper. Is this a sign that I will be eating well? You're a dick. I only read 20 pages of Caraval last night, but initial thoughts are that Donatello is kind of a bitch, and also I'm shedding. I don't know if you can tell because I'm moisturized, but I feel like a lizard shedding its skin.
Lost in
they're sick. I feel rotten and I only have like a not crazy throat viral infection thing. People are out here filming when they're like throwing up and have food poisoning. How? I don't even want to function. I've literally just woken up from a nap after a day of work. Okay, we're back in bed. I'm still sick, but I've read a bit more of Caraval. Fuck off. I can't remember why I said Donatella was a bitch, but then their dad happened and I was like, wow, I get it. I understand why she is the way she is. Weird things have happened to get to where we are going. I'm only 44 pages in, which is not much better from 20 pages, but I digress. At least I'm reading. I've spent like 4 hours on TikTok today. Well, not TikTok, but watching YouTube. But I'm gonna try and read. I'm gonna try and get into it. Get the pizzazz going. I feel like I have a completely wrong theory about Julian, and if you don't want to hear it, skip to this time. Is Julian legend? That might be silly goofy, but is he? I don't know, I'm just going off of like the Once Upon a Broken Heart vibes that we had. You know, the always like something deeper happening and lots of lies and things like that. And the whole reiteration of not everything is what it seems. Is he? Am I onto something for the first time in my life? Probably not. Julian is kind of cute. Oh, awful name. J name. But the vibes, the tension, I also need to be so honest with you guys. All I want to do is scroll on TikTok because my face hurts. Julian is the only thing getting me through reading this, because maybe I do stand by my comments about Donatella being a cow. I just want to rot and watch YouTube videos and simultaneously go on my phone. Life is hard, you know? Okay, sick Brittany, back to check in again. Can we just talk about the tension between Dante and Julian? My fragile heart at the moment can't handle it. Whew. I'm gonna crash out. Julian is not somebody who I know I needed, and then Dante with all of his tattoos and things like that, I'm gonna lose it.
That's what good pussy sounds like.
Who's the cute boy with the white jacket and the thick accent? Maybe it's all in my head, but I've been waiting a really good How you talk so sweet when you're doing that things that's back. How you looking at me? You know what that means in love. Are you free next week? I've been waiting.
This one literally just came out of the oven. It's so hot. I cannot hold it properly. Anyway, finished product. Woo! Two things. I'm going to wrap this video up. I haven't finished Carabao, but I did get publisher mail today. That's kind of cool. But I'm so unwell. I literally just started crying because Cinnabon hot cross buns are no longer on sale at Woolies because I'm that sick and emotional. And I actually just don't want to do anything. So I hope you're having a better week than I am. I hope you're not sick. I know that the flu is going around amongst like a million other things, but I hope you're having a good day, a good week, a good month, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is, because genuinely this sickness feels endless. Goodbye.